You Kenyans, welcome to a political narrative and analysis for the year 2026, from the year 2026, and this begins with the demise of Raila Amolo Odinga, the head, the brains, and the strategist of politics within the country. Someone who could do anything anywhere, and he could pull all the masses, whether in places where people thought he cannot, he could pull the masses and bring these people to one understanding. He brought in peace in the country in 2207 when things were not okay. He went for the handshake, things were okay. In 2017, he went in, things were okay. 2022, he went in, things were okay. Now this guy is no more, and his party is on the verge of breaking out because each and every individual in that party have their own, what we call, have their own needs, and the kind of opportunists, there is what they want, there is what they're looking for. And that has led to very many things happening within the ODM party. We say that ODM party will break, but most people say no, it won't break up. It will still be as it is, as it used to be, because that is what Baba would have wanted. Baba, aka, that's Raila Amolo Odinga, aka Baba, that is what Baba would have wanted, ODM to remain united. But again, Raila, who was watching over and mentoring all these politicians or these leaders in OGM, is no longer there. And now that these people have their own freedom to do whatever they want, now it's a test of time to see whether these people will do what Baba would have wanted. But again, what's on the ground is very much different from what other people try to talk about. The Sagana meeting, now that is meeting on meeting that was suggested by secret meeting that happened on 25th December, that is 2025, involving some of the leaders within ODM. There is Gladys Wanga, there is Wandai, there is Oburu Odinga, there is there's this other guy I'm forgetting. I keep on forgetting his name. Because it's not that much. Yeah, Junet Mohammed, and these other people. And there are people who feel like the president of the day, who is William Samuel Ruto, wants to destroy ODM within, wants to break ODM from within, and he wants ODM to join UDA and form a coalition that will go for presidency in 2027, with promises for those people who will be together with him in that within that time, which is a very good move. As I don't have any problem, and I will tell each and every individual, as per now, there's no any worthy competitor to go against President William Samuel Ruto and make him lose the seat in 2027. So whether we like it or not, President William Ruto will be a two-term president within this country. But that is not the case. We're talking about ODM, the breaking of ODM. Now, there's other rumors that Uhuru Kenyatta wants to buy ODM, and there are people who think Uhuru Kenyatta is coming back for presidency in 2027. So he's the able competitor of William Samuel Ruto when it comes to 2027 general elections. We'll talk about that if the constitution allows him to vie again for presidency. Yeah, we'll talk about that. That the constitution of Kenya allow President, the former president, that is Uhuru Kenyatta, to vie for the presidency. That is a case for another day. But there are people who are suggesting that one, he's either wants to buy ODM party and be in control, or he will be part of the ODM party, wherever that is, or wherever that will be. And there are very many people asking, why should he do that? I don't know. As for now, I don't have any intel on the same. I don't have any information on the same, so I cannot talk about why he A, B, C, D. And I'm not even so sure if he really wants to buy ODM. And someone was talking about something else and said, how many political parties? This was Morara Kebaso. He told them, you guys are surprised that there are rumors that Uhuru Kenyatta wants to buy ODM. How many parties does Uhuru Kenyatta own in this country? According to Morara Kebaso, Uhuru Kenyatta owns very many political parties within. It's not just Jubilee that he owns very many political parties within this country. Now, there is this fraction of ODM politicians. I don't want to call them leaders; those are politicians. ODM politicians, because any politicians are not opportunists. He grabs opportunities because they don't think about the voters, they think about themselves. How are they going to benefit from whatever government is on the or is ruling, or whatever administration that is ruling? So that is what they are going to do. So this group is going for that. There's another group of Sifuna Babowino, Kaleba Misi, we have Osoti, and these other leaders who are also planning for something different. I don't know if they're planning for a surprise, I don't know. There are rumors that Sifuna is going to joining Jubilee. I'm not so sure with those rumors. There are rumors that Sifuna will be joining Jubilee. I'm not so sure with those rumors. Maybe if verified, we'll talk about the same and try to see. But we can't really do that. A few days ago, he was talking about ODM not breaking up, but they are sure and they have intel that there are people who have secret meetings that they want to sell ODM to UDA. Sifuna said that. So we were not so sure with who these people are. And he said they have been with the president and they are coming here, seated here. So whoever was seated there by that time was Oburu Odinga. So was he trying to say that Oburu Odinga was from the meeting with the president, now he has come to sit there and tell people that he's still part of ODM but secretly wants to sell ODM to UDA or former coalition government with UDA? We don't know about that. But can Oburu Odinga sell ODM? Does he have all the credentials that are needed for him to sell ODM or to change the leadership of ODM at any point? I think they still have to go through this other leadership and ask all these leaders to consent for that to happen. I said ODM was formed by the people for the people. That is how Raila will work things around. It's for the people and by the people. So it's the people who will give Raila the direction. We saw him most of the time go around the country trying to seek the understanding of the people and try to do what people really want. But he's now gone. Now that vibe and that idea of people going, the leaders of ODM going back to us people and ask us what we really want before they implement, is no longer there. Now everyone is playing his own game and they really want to do things according to whatever they believe is right for themselves and not for the people. So if this fraction goes to UDA, where will the fraction of Babuino and Sifuna and these other people go to? Will the millions, not billions, 5+ million, is it 10+ million members of ODM agree to that move? Should these people go back? Should these leaders of ODM come back, these politicians ODM come back to the people and ask the people their will? What will people really want? Because I'm sure most of the people within the country are not well with the sitting government, administration of the day. They have very many problems and issues with the sitting government. So they wouldn't want their leaders to go there. But who are their leaders? These leaders are the people who are swayed by how much money they are given. So they don't really give a damn on who, why, when, and where. To them, it's how much are they going to pocket. Early enough, I talked about this. Even Oburu Odinga joining UDA won't be a very good addition to UDA at any point. Oburu Odinga doesn't have a say. Okay, the truth is Oburu Odinga doesn't have a say among the people. There are no people who listen to him. No, there are no Kenyans who listen. There are no Kenyans that listen to Oburu Odinga. This is a fact. There are no Kenyans who listen to Oburu Odinga. Recently, there was a study that was done, and most of the people who voted, who participated in that research said that they would like Babuino to be the Luo kingpin. Why did they not say Oburu Odinga? Because he doesn't have a say. Oburu Odinga was sailing under the horsepower of Raila Amolo Odinga. Now that Raila Amolo Odinga is not there, things will not be okay with them. I don't know what the rest of the Odinga's family have decided on the same. I don't know if they are in agreement with the ODM being sold to the current government, or ODM being sold to Jubilee, or ODM being sold to any other person, because they still have a say, and whatever they say must, I don't know if it will be respected or not and all that. But now, if these people are going this other, where will these other people go to? Where will Babuino go to? Where will Sifuna go to? Where will Caleb Amis go to? Where will Ososi go to? I think there is much that is happening over here. Most is happening behind the curtains, and no one has explained to anyone, to the common man, whether whatever they are doing will happen, or whatever they are purposing for the party will be perfect or not. We are still left within that point of not really understanding or knowing whatever will happen next. But again, come 2026, if the general elections will be held in 2027, that there are a lot of things that are going to happen. We are going to see very many other political parties emerging. We are going to see very many other political parties merging. There are those that will be emerging, being registered, and there are those that we will see merging. And funny enough, what we never thought will happen is going to happen. What if Babu Owino joins Wamalwa's party? Yeah, I meant Eugene Wamalwa's party. Of recent, we had, I don't know if it's rumors or true, We had Ford Kenya throwing Timothy Wanyonyi under the bus. They don't recognize him, and they're not for him. I don't know what has happened over that, because Tim Wanyonyi was the favorite candidate of Ford Kenya, that is in Bungoma County. Now they're throwing him out for whatever reasons they know well, but we will get to understand those reasons to why they did whatever they did. But for now, we don't have any information on the same. So our part 1 episode on Kenyan leadership and which way ODM and Jubilee, and whether Ruto is buying ODM or whether Uhuru is buying ODM, we don't really know much on the same. But we will keep you updated on the same, and the only way you can support us and keep us on the air is to subscribe, because part 2 of this will bring the real picture of what is happening in between all these other parties. But as for now, the introduction is enough. So you wait for part 2, and we'll be telling you more on the same, where Babawino he will probably go to, and who is truly buying ODM and who is not buying ODM, and for what reason are they buying ODM, and is former President Uhuru Kemyatta coming back, and if he comes back, will people vote for him? And if he comes back, will he be able to win the elections? Those are the questions that we'll be answering in part 2 of this. So please don't leave, stay tuned, because we got you in this. Bye.